Ciao, Bella. I'm Barbara Ann Zippy, your host for Ciao Bella Living Italian Style, with a little twist today, a feature as one of my stories that's been published in the Delaware Valley Italian American Herald newspaper on the recent passing of Frank Sinatra Jr. And we wrote it as a tribute to Sid Mark, his dear friend, and I'd like to read it to you now. This was written while Bob and I were listening to Sid's program the Sunday after Frank Jr. suddenly passed away. It's condolences with love to Sid Mark and family on the passing of Frank Sinatra Jr. from his friends at the Delaware Valley Italian American Herald. Bob said, "Send Sid a note. Tell him how good the tribute was. I'm sure he's going to get plenty, though. I wanted to share ours with all of you." Growing up in the 60s with records on the record player from Al Alberts and the Four Aces hits like Love is a Many Splendored Thing and Three Coins in the Fountain, you learn to appreciate an era of music that lives today, generations later. As soon as I heard the news that 72-year-old Frank Sinatra Jr. died from a heart attack while on tour in Florida, immediately thoughts of Nancy Sinatra Sr. and Sid Mark came to mind. Sunday couldn't come soon enough for Sunday with Sinatra and Sid Mark, now in its 60th year, who we followed from radio station to radio station. I have been a Sid Mark fan and listener for more than 40 years, 20 plus of them with Bob. How do Sid Mark's loyal listeners extend their condolences to him on losing his buddy? And how could Sid console us on this sudden passing? Sid Mark and Frank Sinatra Jr. had a bromance before the phase bromance existed. They met in 1963, before Sid even met Frank Sr. in 1968. We know Frank Jr.'s stories because he personally shared them with us on Sid Mark's radio show for many, many years. Sinatra's son grew up experiencing firsthand the allure of the Great American Songbook, his vantage point being the only son of an international musical royalty legend with roots right here in New Jersey. He grew up among Hollywood and musical history legends, including world leaders. Frank Jr. relates that he phoned home once. Dad answered and had to end the call quickly because he was at the dinner table with Richard Nixon. How does a man living in the shadow of his father make a name for himself among all that? We're sitting here listening to Sid Mark Sunday with Sinatra. He was due to visit Philly and New Jersey soon. Sid always made sure we knew and provided his many listeners opportunities to hear and meet Frank Jr. in person. We were able to enjoy the show without the usual commercial-style format because Sid's sponsors grieved with their heartfelt messages. Special thanks to Parks Casino and Phil Canella, whose tributes echo so many of our sentiments. Today's tribute by Sid Mark to Frank Jr. didn't disappoint. It was thoughtful and filled with a musical assortment that was hand-picked to reflect Frank Jr.'s pride, dignity, and legacy. His personal musical recordings give us a classical jazzy version of new and old classics, always recorded with a room full of musicians. There was no doubt Jr.'s voice was a musical instrument itself, but Sid's listeners got to know him through their special relationship. He didn't grow up with his dad living home. We heard firsthand stories of his visits to his dad's movie sets and recording studios. He was schooled as a master musician, but traditionally and behind the scenes. In 1963, at just 19 years old, he had a front row seat when his father made history, recording an album with an entire symphony. He perfected his craft with advancing technology and never wavered on his father's love of appearing with and supporting live musicians. Later in his dad's career, they bonded as men, and when he joined the tour as musical conductor and orchestra leader, He always said he and his dad were two separate people. He loved and protected both the singer and his dad. So many in this region attended Frank Jr.'s concerts in Atlantic City and Philly. He loved this region because of Sid Mark, and he felt the love of his father's many admirers. Today we needed to hear and share this loss with Sid. How do you grieve when you don't physically pay your respects? Sid's tribute showed his love of both Frank Sinatra Jr. and Dad. He paid respects to a son who made his mark in the industry, not the same as his dad, but just as powerful as his father's in a behind-the-scenes way. Thanks, Sid, for developing a love and personal relationship with the Sinatra family and Delaware Valley for 60 years, and now advancing with technology and making your program available through the internet around the world. Sid, you produced a masterpiece tribute of music and memories. Thanks for sharing your friend with all of us. With love, from Ciao Bella, Living Italian Style.